This is Shannon from the OGSP and Proud Gay Men of America Club president. Oh, I think I wrote that. I was like, that's funny. And then I was like, PG Mac.
PG Mac.
The PG Mac is why I think I might have written it, because it seems like something I would do.
PG Mac president.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, what's going on? This is Shanman XC from the OGSP's. Sorry, okay, I'm gonna start one more time.
From the PG Mac.
What's going on? This is Shanman XC from the OGSP YouTube channel, and welcome to episode 2 of Scrubwatch, a console players podcast for the popular FPS Overwatch. So this being our second episode, I am joined by the same cast, me, Shanman, G-Skeep, Schneid's, Rustbolts, and Butts Ravager. So let's just hit it off right away. We're going to get into our list of discussion topics. We're going to go through these, then we're going to do a short wrap-up after the show. So, Mr. Butts, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, buddy. So, Mora, what is her impact on Overwatch and the current meta that she's in? You know, I think that ever since she's came in, I've seen a lot more triple and quad tank comps going in, especially on, like, those very tanky maps like King's Row or Horizon Lunar Colony, the first point. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I mean, her healing's just it's so good, and it's AoE.
So easy.
Yeah, and it's very beneficial to tanks and stuff because they're easy to hit, and she does a whole bunch of AoE. It's not like Mercy where you have to target one person, and that's all you can heal type of thing. So that's kind of what you're seeing. And
you don't even realize
she can do damage, unlike Mercy. So she can do a lot.
Oh, Mercy.
Do you think that she's going to shift the do you think once the new patch hits Overwatch League that it's going to be more quad tank or a triple tank?
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of triple tanks. Maybe not quad, but definitely triple. I think we'll see some dive, but not as much, maybe, compared to the recent.
You don't think it's just going to revert back to Lucio Zen dive?
No, because the healing output of Moira is insane.
There's been so much talk about how dive is dying or is dead.
Yeah, I mean,
and like
it's hard to say because Junkrat's huge in like preventing dive. Because if you jump on a Junkrat, he just has
that's true.
His mind
and he's still strong right now.
Yeah, he's still pretty good.
No, I agree.
So
Junkrat has definitely stopped that.
So my question with that is, if let's say it does go to triple tank, let's just ignore quad tank because I feel like that's a lot more advanced. But for triple tank, who do you guys think are going to be like the meta triple tank squad? Are we going to see like an OG squad of like, I don't know, Reinhardt, Zarya, or you think we're going to see a lot of Orisa in there? What are you guys' thoughts?
I think on attack. Yeah, I think on a lot on the map. I think. Yeah.
True. Obviously.
Sorry, what'd you say? You're talking over each other.
I'd like to see Double Shield take a.
You talking Orisa, Reinhardt?
Yeah, maybe a monkey.
Yeah,
I guess
I think Diva's still pretty powerful. So I think if you're triple tanking, you need a Diva, just because she can do so much damage and she can block a decent amount still.
Yeah, I'd say the triple tank will probably be like Rhine, Road-hag, and Zarya, or Rhine, Diva, and
so like
Road-hag.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think like Orisa and Rhine are kind of interchangeable in there. Obviously, like apart from tanks, Anna's going to be a lot bigger on the PC. Where console, you're going to see a lot more Lucio, Zen, and maybe like Mercy solo. stuff like that. Or that's what I've been seeing lately.
I like Anna Moira for that triple tank too a lot, but I don't know if that's meta.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be Lucio Moira for the speed boost, at least
Yeah,
at the
speed
high
boost
level.
is still so good.
True.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, well, let's go on to topic 2. Grant, why don't you transition us in, boy?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk on the discussion forums on Blizzard's forums and Reddit's about all the hero balancing that's been taking place, and Jeff has replied with an extensive amount of changes that he has been looking at. So there's a few that we can talk about: Sombra, Mei, Doomfist, Hanzo, Symmetra, and Torb. All these heroes are being looked at to be changed and stuff like that.
And just looking at your list, I want to talk about the Sombra one, because I think that's like, a storm coming. Like,
yeah, so
we are going to see a lot more Sombra than like Tracer or other. She's going to join that Genji Tracer kind of flanker gang. And I've been seeing a lot more already.
Yeah, I think Sombra's going to be a little bit like... It's going to be so hard to kill her. Like, because she has increased translocating time, and then, like, her new, like, passive is, like, under 100 health. So if you get hit, she can see you. I think
100%.
that's...
100%.
Yeah,
So
so
if
you take any damage, she can now see you throughout the map.
She doesn't see the full outline, though. She only sees your health bar. Jeff had to clear that up.
Really?
Still, I mean, I think for flankers, it's going to be, like... That's going to be hard, because, like, you're almost never at 100% being a flanker,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if she's able to, like, see where you're going, like, that's going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, or even if you're like hiding from like a health hiding for a health pack to regen or something.
Yeah, so
and her hacking now disables like double jump and wall climb and hover jets on Pharah, which is huge.
Yeah, the Pharah will be huge. I mean, you can just hack her and she'll fall all the way down.
Yeah, she can't do anything. She can jump, but
I like
she
that.
can on the ground. Yeah,
I
Mercy can't float around.
Because how shitty is it that like she can still hover away from you even after you hack her?
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, and it's already pretty hard to hack a Pharah, so I think that's fair. So we also have Mei, 20 to 25 icicles. Her freeze is getting longer. Is that what, am I reading it right?
So like she'll freeze an enemy. They used to just stay frozen for a minute or a second, and now they stay frozen for 1.5 seconds.
Okay,
and then her ammo thing was it now costs 20 ammo for one icicle instead of 25. So she'll be able to shoot. What is that?
2 more. No,
yeah, she'll be able to shoot 10 icicles in one round versus 8.
I got you. Okay, so those are both
or
pretty,
one clip.
Yeah, pretty solid buffs. Especially the freeze duration. That's big.
Do you think that's going to increase her pick rate that much, or do you think she's still going to be super situational?
I think you'll see an increase for a little bit, but then it'll kind of drop off. I think.
I think it'll just be at lower levels, though. Like, I don't think you'll see her much, if at all, in the pro scene.
Yeah, definitely not at high levels.
Yeah, which is fine. Doomfist is better ammo recovery rate, which I think is much needed.
Yep.
Is that all?
Very small. Yeah, very small buff he got.
I like that. I don't know. Hanzo looks like he's getting a lot.
Well, Hanzo, they've been looking at a lot of different things. So they posted on the forums and stuff like that. They had originally tried this thing called Piercing Arrow. It would basically pierce through barriers and all enemies, and it would go extremely fast. They didn't say specifically, but it'd be like a projectile type shot that would just go straight.
So
and it would go through everything.
Is this a new ability or an additional ability?
This would replace Scatter Arrow. But they said no, this isn't a good idea. How it wouldn't feel good if you were playing Reinhardt holding up a shield and you got headshot.
I don't think they need to change Scatter Arrow. Like,
yeah, I personally don't think they need to change it because it's the one thing that Hanzo has that can reliably kill something, Yeah. Whereas like your random arrow shots aren't sometimes not going to kill him.
Like I'd almost say this is a nerf, but like in pro play, he's not played at all, and like even at higher skill tiers, like you rarely see him. So that obviously says that he's underpowered, if anything.
Yeah, so they tried that. They also tried adding an ability to his reload key, which would reset the special arrows, but it would take like 2 to 3 seconds for you to actually use it, and during that 2 to 3 seconds, you couldn't do anything. So I think they scrapped that idea and didn't like it at all. Right now, they're trying this thing called volley, which is you get 6 arrows that do 80 damage. It lasts up to 6 seconds, and you fire 3 arrows a second. So you'll fire all 6 of them in 2 seconds. You can stop firing at any time if you want. It doesn't require any charge up. It's instant. Right as you click the button and hold it down, that's when it rapid fire shoots out. And then they're also adding this other ability called lunge, where it's like a horizontal leap, similar to Genji's double jump. But you leap. They described it like a tracer blink. You leap in the direction that you're pointing, or with your joystick, whatever direction you're going.
Gotcha.
So if you're facing forward and you're going backwards, you'll leap backwards.
Yeah.
So with the volley, it does 80 damage. So if you get a headshot, that would only be 160, right?
Right. Yeah.
Or would it be even less?
They didn't say it was headshots or not, but if they enable headshots on the volley, it would do 160. Yes.
That feels like so many. I mean, I know it's just a lot of experimentation.
So volley would replace scatter arrow completely.
I feel like they should just make a whole nother character.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, yeah, they should just add another character because they're just changing them so much. It's not even Hanzo anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, you still got the sight arrow, and
They say they miss the old Hanzo.
All right, Symmetra, nothing yet. Torb, nothing yet.
Yes, but they're being looked at.
Did Jeff talk about those two?
He said that those are further down the road, but they definitely need to be looked at because of pick rates and win rates and stuff like that.
Where's May at on that list? I know he said he wasn't going to make any major changes, but
we talked about May.
We talked about May.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Bro.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I saw a picture that the Mizunicorn 5 years ago got on TV, and I was looking at that.
Oh,
that was probably when that happened.
All right, moving right along. Schneid's, why don't you talk about the holiday event?
Oh yeah, the solar event or the lunar event. Yeah. What's it called? Year of the Disappointing Event. Yeah, so we got a follow-up to last year's Year of the Rooster, I think it was. Pretty solid. Year of the Rooster is pretty solid because, you got some pretty nice skins from that. This year is more or less the same, but in my opinion, features less nice skins. And I guess my main issue with it is the Year of the Dog, by the way. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's called Year of the Dog. Features, I don't know how many skins. Does anybody know?
I actually have no idea. There's probably like 8 or 9.
They're solid. There's a good Genji one. What are you guys' thoughts?
They're good. It's kind of just another holiday. Like, it's not. I don't think anybody's super hyped for it. There's no need to get skin. Like,
it's similar to the Summer Games rehash where they basically just did the same exact thing. They just added a competitive mode for the event.
Yeah, I'd like to see more PvE content. Yeah, I think that's the most fun. Is they need to do like a raid type thing where you pick a certain comp and it's an actual boss battle, not just constant,
We'll see something though for the May event, the anniversary event.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm real. If they do last year, that was one of my favorites. I mean, Halloween is always fucking lit. Christmas is. Christmas is pretty cool. But that the anniversary event last year was definitely
the best.
It was. I think I liked Halloween just a little bit more, but it was probably my second favorite.
I think a lot of the Blizzard World skins and associated skins with that patch kind of overlap with this too for me, and I find a lot of those ones to be better, and they're only 1,000 gold as opposed to 3K. So Whereas like in previous events, if I really like a skin, I might just buy it right off the bat. As inefficient as that is, but for this one, I still feel like there's nothing I want to really buy.
Yeah.
So overall, I give the event a, I don't know, C-.
I give it 6 schmeckles. Out of 10.
I'll raise you 2 schmeckles.
Not enough schmeckles.
What's next? Capture the flag?
Yeah, capture the flag. I like it. I think it's a nice little cleanup of what we had before.
Yeah, they made it better, but I still don't like the fact that you can go in and just pick up the flag, and then the enemy, if you want to return the flag, you have to stand there for like 3 seconds.
I think it speeds it up that you can. Sorry, go ahead, Russell.
I think that's a good change. Personally.
I mean, like if you're on the flag, but the enemy team can just come over there and grab it while you're trying to return it. Like they override you. That's what I don't like.
But that speeds it up. That gets points.
I mean,
on the board.
it does. It does. It makes sense. But I'm not a big fan of the game mode anyway, because it's a completely different gameplay than doing
and
competitive capture the point or something.
I mean, I think it depends on like the level that you're playing it at, because if you watch like high-end people play it, they're like 6 stacking and they pretty much just treat it like a comp.
It could be really fun.
Right,
Like, they'll do a full-fledged 6v6 fight, and then whoever wins pretty much goes and takes the flag.
I agree, yeah.
If you play it and it's just like you going in and playing at a
it's just too
somewhat
frustrating.
lower level, it's just like a bunch of people individually trying to go and snag the flag.
Or you have like a
pretty much
camping.
Yeah. Whichever team gets it first, the other team is pretty much screwed.
Yeah. And then they just go full defense mode, Sim, Torb, Junkrat, Bastion.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you have a casual game with it, I think it can be fun. But if you have, people going, Torb, Sim, and then there's always, 2 fucking Lucios running around, like, it can be kind of unbalanced. So it's fun. I would rather have it than not, so to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's true.
Unless anybody has anything else to say about that, topic number 4. So obviously we are all primarily console players. Some of us are just now getting into that PC realm, that master race, so to say. And today we're going to talk about cost. So the cost of actually switching over to a PC. Obviously, in most cases, going to PC is going to be more expensive. But what is the minimum amount of money that you can sort of get away with spending? Rustbolt, I know you just bought a new PC.
I pretty much.
Are you like fucking crinkling aluminum foil?
Well, now that you said that, I'm done. And I think these people would like to hear what Rustbolt had to say.
Yeah, I just bought pretty much an entire setup, like PC, monitor, keyboard, mouse, pretty much everything that you need, and the total was probably like close to 900. And for the 900, I get pretty good performance at like 150 consistently on frames, and which is pretty solid. Like there's no major lag or anything.
Have you modified any settings?
I modified all of my in-game settings. Like all of the like display settings have been changed. I've put everything at low pretty much, just because all of it's really like secondary. It doesn't really affect that much. All it'll affect is your frame rate. So I've pretty much lowered everything to a low setting, and it boosts your frame rate. That's pretty much like what the majority of the like streamers or high-end players will do.
What's your monitor refresh rate?
144.
Oh, okay.
So I pretty much just lowered everything to be able to get that refresh rate performance.
No, that's nice, because I play on Ultra, and you said like 150 frames. I'm like, holy shit.
You play on Ultra? Man.
Yeah, I get around
all
like
the
60.
if you ask any of the pros or people who stream, they'll always say put stuff on low because it doesn't matter if you can see that bush or not. It's better to not see it because then you can see people hiding in it
But
versus if it were completely rendered in.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
pretty.
literally everything for me is on low, and I think I forget what it is, like render percentage. It's some percentage is at 75%. Not
Okay.
render, but it's something
Like
is
detail
at
or something like that. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
but everything's low.
No, very cool.
I think the lowest amount of money you could get away with for a decent rig though is like probably like 500 without like
Yeah.
keyboard, mouse, and
I was gonna say 600, but yeah, that would
Well,
include
yeah.
everything.
I agree.
yeah, and like you could probably get away with more if GPU prices weren't so like high right now.
very
like-
true.
Probably 3 months ago, like the 1050 Ti would be like 130, 120ish, and like now it's like 170, and that's like a big percentage if like you're trying to spend 500, $600.
Yeah, especially if you're talking about RAM, the board,
Mm-hmm.
all that, and obviously peripherals on top of that.
You don't need a case. Just save money there.
Yeah, just
that's what
fucking
XQC
bolt it to
does.
the wall.
I know.
He doesn't have a case. He just has everything fucking.
It's really funny when he shows his PC. He's like, "Oh, here's the PC,
Wait,
guys."
who are you talking about?
It's
That
just
sounds
on
like
the ground.
something I would do.
So moving on to the main topic, Ruspel, why you lead
The
us
main
in?
topic. So recently, as us five and one other friend of ours got into wanting to basically get better as a team and get into some more organized stuff. So we've been looking into scrimmaging other teams and different leagues. Our team name, the Copenhagen Crusaders, had its first official scrim this past week against another six stack. And I think we all agreed, talking after, it was a lot of fun. It was eye-opening. We definitely saw where some of our shortcomings were and exposed us in a lot of ways. But at the same time, that's the only way that you're really going to get better at the game is if you play against people that are around your same skill level in a more organized manner. So, I mean, it definitely opens the door to what you can get better on as a team. So, I mean, you guys can share kind of what your experiences were.
Did you guys like
the
the scrim more than say like just doing a 5-stack going into competitive or 6-stack if that going into competitive?
Yeah, I like
from a team standpoint for sure. Yeah, sorry. But
It's just more competitive. Which
and I think like playing against the same people, they weren't necessarily playing the same heroes each game, but I think we started to improve. Like our first two games were pretty rough, like really bad. And then we got to the point where I think we realized, okay, it's not necessarily that this team's a lot better than us. It's just that we had, never to that point been able to consistently scrim a team and like learn our faults and weaknesses. Because if you're playing a bunch of, 6-stack, like just regular queues, you're not necessarily getting matched up the same people every time. So there's like a lot more variables that go into it. You can't really see exactly what your impact or your role is until, you play consistently against the same team, I guess. You can compare yourself across all the times you played.
I think if anything, it really proved the basic idea that Overwatch was such a team game. Like we were, compared to the team we were playing, like I think all of us skill level wise were on par with the people that we were playing. But they had scrimmed before, they had played in league before, they had definitely played in events as a 6-stack before, and it definitely showed. I mean, they put their ults together well, they comboed well.
It basically showed how weak our communication was, I think.
Yeah,
we were kind of all talking over each other type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard to kind of.
We were the Dallas Fuel out there.
Yeah.
What was the other team's name?
They didn't have a name.
Damn.
But
I couldn't see. I can see if I can.
We
find
got him
it.
there.
So.
We'll definitely report back to the people viewing. We're going into a tournament or league, and that team that we scrimmage will be in the same league. So we'll definitely face them again in the future, and hopefully
We're ready.
A better outcome.
Yeah,
We're not
So
ready
if you
at
guys
all,
don't
but-
know, there is a league starting up, the Overguard. It's actually been going on for about a year, and they're starting their first arena season called Season 0, February 26th. And anyone can sign up on the
For console players.
Yeah, it's for console players for PS4, and I think they have Xbox as well. But
see
they
what they
basically
did.
organize this stuff.
$1 million cash prize to
Ooh.
each individual player on the winning team.
To each
And,
individual player, yeah.
$100,000 to each individual player of every team. So it's pretty
200 to
fun.
everyone who carries.
Yeah. So yeah,
If you
should
were
join.
carrying.
No, disclaimer: there's no cash prize.
No, very cool. Grant, getting that set up, what did you do? Did you just like go on Discord or like some kind of
A lot of this stuff I found on Reddit.
Okay.
So the Overguard is what I found, and then I kind of found their Discord, and then they have a whole bunch of channels. Then from there, I found another thing called the Amateur Esports Organization that do the Sunday scrims, but they're more PC based. They do have PS4, but obviously no one showed up on Sunday.
So we
won.
won it.
We were
when
the
did that.
champs. We were undefeated.
Write it in the
But
books.
yeah, I mean the Overguard's good for if you want to be, if you're a console player and you want to group up. They actually find you teams if you're like a free agent.
You're a loser. I'm just kidding.
No, that's cool. All right. Are you guys ready for the wrap up?
These
Yeah,
animals
let's
are
wrap
good.
it up.
Well, Grant,
Wrap it
why
up.
don't you get us on our haunches and begin?
All right, so this one's gonna go towards Schneid's. There's been a
nice.
lot of iterations on Diva, and I know you like to play her a lot. Currently,
Nice.
she's sitting at 400 HP with 200 armor. What do you remember? What her original state was in the game when she first came out? How much
Wasn't it
health did she
reversed?
have, and how much armor did
It
she
was.
have?
I think it was reversed. It was 400. What is it now? It's the opposite.
It's 400 HP, 200 armor.
Yeah, it's 400 armor, 200 health, right? Or is it 250?
Is that your final
No.
answer?
My final answer is 400 armor and 200 health.
That was her state after they made the first change.
Oh.
Was it
I should've
300?
listened to the question
300?
better.
No, the
I
original
failed.
state was she had 100 HP and 400 armor.
Wow.
Oh.
That was way back, and then they changed her, and she got the extra 100 health points. So she got played a whole bunch more after that.
Diva should I think make it, if they made another change, like I'm a Diva player, I would enjoy more health, but I think like it is unfair if you're good enough, I don't know, if you're good enough at swerving, hopping around as baby Diva, you could plug to somebody, get your shit back in like 5 seconds. It's not fair.
Yeah.
With that, let's go on to everyone's shout outs. And I'm gonna start unless anybody else really wants to start.
Go for it.
All right, cool. I just got back, hard day's work, feeling a little bit hungry, went to my local Mickey D's and picked up
Nice.
a great sandwich. I think it was like the bacon ranch burger. And I ate it in our last
Cool.
Overwatch session, and it was fucking
It was
fire.
Sounded like it was titled "The Bacon Fucking Fire."
Yeah.
You
Seriously,
cut out
did I
there.
cut
You
out?
lagged it a little bit. Yeah, you cracked that. Cut out that.
I think it
But
should
the
still get
bacon,
it.
despite the lag out, the Bacon Fucking Fire, great name for a sandwich, and definitely sounds like something I would like from McDonald's.
Hell
Hit us
yeah.
up, McDonald's. Let's do a deal.
Sponsor
somebody
us,
go
bro.
Grant,
take
patent that
sponsor-
shit right now.
I'd fucking wear some Tracer McDonald's
Or is that a
logo.
trademark?
Fucking
Trademark. Yeah. That's
That'd
probably
be sick.
trademark.
All right, anybody want to go next?
All right,
I-
I'm gonna make my shout out to Copenhagen.
Oh,
You're the
man.
fuel for my gaming. You give me free mouth cancer. Well, it's not free. I pay for it, but totally worth it.
Copenhagen, hit us up.
Copenhagen, Dippa Gamers.
Copenhagen, seriously, we will do anything to get a couple bucks out of you. Like,
Give
come
me
on,
some
this is big
Copenhagen
sponsorship
skins.
money. All right, I got one. If you're done, Bob's.
I'm done. Go ahead.
All right. I too agree with that shout out, but alas, I can't double up. So I'm gonna shout out this other game I've been playing. Gasp, the Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It came out
Yeah.
last month. It's essentially Marvel vs. Capcom. Three teams of 3 characters, but the roster's great. It's not too many. It's not too little. It's just your nostalgic heroes of your childhood from Dragon Ball Z brought back to life. If you pair that with a nice bong or dab, like you're gonna have a good afternoon. So that's my shout out.
Nice. No, I definitely look into picking it up.
I guess I'll go next.
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna do Copenhagen as well, but
Oh,
I'm happy it at least got shouted out. It deserves it.
every time.
I guess my shout out will be, since it was mentioned that I did just get a PC, I've been going through the grind of the first 25 levels, and my main playing partner thus far has been Joe, aka Mother. If you want to look him up on the PC, that is his name, Mother. And so
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
Joe.
That's pretty
For,
fun.
That reminds
for
me of
playing
our
the
show.
first 25 levels so far with me in Overwatch.
Nice. All right, so my shout out goes to a guy named the Coder with a 0 instead of an O, who created this application called Oasis, and it basically is an Overwatch AI simulator type thing that takes your actual battle tag or your PlayStation username, PSN account, whatever,
Dang.
and basically tells you what SR you are based on your hero. It uses machine learning and a lot of AI and algorithms to figure out
What's
what
the name of
your-
the app?
I'll link it to you guys. It's called
Oasis.
It's called Oasis, but the website's called coderwatch.com with an O instead, or with a 0 instead of an O.
Yeah, link
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'll link it. So it tells you all about your hero, what you're good at, what you're bad at, what SR you would be ranked at, your overall SR type of thing. So it's actually really cool, and the guy's really smart. And it's cool to look at.
Cool.
Nice. All right, and this is where our audience shout out would be, but I just checked a few seconds ago, and we have yet to receive one. But that doesn't mean we can't still get one.
Yeah, we believe.
We believe. Is Joe in the room, Schneids?
Joe's not here.
Damn, did you ask him to get one?
To get a what?
A shout out.
No. Why would I have done that? Did you ask me to do
I
that?
asked you to do-
Oh.
No worries. All right, well, we'll just leave it blank yet again, but
Joe's out there grinding. I mean,
it's all good.
that's all it is.
Just comment in the video or email Sonic700 Sonic700members@gmail.com, and we will definitely read out your shout out, give you some nice kudos, and pat you on the back, unless your shout out.
You know what? I think I can speak for my domestic partner, Joe. I think he shouts out to the grind this week.
Dude, the fucking grind. I feel him on that one.
I don't think he'd be upset about that one, so that's where we're going.
Hell nah. All right. Well, I think that about wraps up episode 2.
Time to go grind ourselves.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We look forward to episode 3 coming in the near future. And with that, dip on.
Oh yeah, we do.
And
Don't
Make
lose
poor
on the
life
SR.
choices. Lose that SR. Date that girl. Shoot that guy. No, not that last one. Bye.
You do not know the way. You think you know the way, but only me and my brothers know the way. The way of the Ugandan people.